guys know how we do this thing every single Monday at 8:30 Central Standard Time. All right. Um, we're gonna jump right in because we have yet another phenomenal guest. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited. But before we get started, y'all know how we do this thing. So for y'all over here, you missing out. This is liquid gold. But for y'all over here, okay, we got the Woke Money Wine. So again, this is the Woke in Business podcast with the Woke Money Movement. And of course, we have the Woke Money Wine. For those that don't know, this is crafted by Signature Sips. It is fortified, gluten-free, vegan, all natural. And you know, we're about to get our sip on, right? You ready? She's like, I'm ready. All right. So what I'm gonna do, as per my custom, is I'm gonna pour us a little bit of this liquid gold. And while I do that, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, awesome. So I'm Shanté. I'm the CEO of SSD Consulting. So we provide operational leadership to small businesses. So that includes team management, project management, strategic planning, and any other thing a business may need. So long story short, we save business owners time and help them make money.
That sounds like my type of business. Okay. Well, before we jump in, let's give her a little taste. Let's see what you think about the Woke Money Wine. Let's see.
Oh, I need a bottle today.
You want some? Okay, we'll talk about that offline. What you think about the flavor?
It's good. It's good. I'm gonna take another sip.
Okay. You take a sip, and I'll ask the questions. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, wow. So you dive in and you kind of like help people with their business. I think that is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where you've been all my life, but I think that I might need that service. What got you into, how did you start that?
So I've worked in corporate for about 15 years.
Okay.
In operations.
Okay.
But I've always had a talent for, like, if you tell me about your business, there's 3 things I can think of to make you money. That's always been a talent of mine. Okay. So I figured to go in business for myself, because that's a service I think small and mid-sized businesses need.
For sure.
And so that's how I started my business.
I love it. So for someone who thinks that they need your service, right? Like mm-hmm. I'm struggling. I got too much. Like, how do I know if I'm ready for someone like you to come in and but let's jump back for the, because we got people just tuning in, mm-hmm. right? Tell me exactly, like, not step by step, but just mm-hmm. give me some little feedback. Mm-hmm. What it is that you can impart into someone's business, like mm-hmm. in layman's terms.
Yeah, in layman's mm-hmm. terms, basically, I run your business so you make money and save you time.
Okay. So do you have like VAs, or how do you streamline?
So what I do is I come into your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at I talk to you about your goals. We set your goals. And then based on your goals, I make sure we have the right people on your team.
Okay.
So that may include me having to hire somebody, or unfortunately fire somebody if it's, your cousin you've been had since you started. So that's a conversation. And then what I do is I make sure all your departments, so your sales, your VAs, your social media, I'm making sure they're all working as one.
Okay.
To make sure your business makes money.
Okay. Now that makes sense. So you kind of come in as and I think I've heard you say this one time, like a temporary. Well, you could be like a temporary CEO or like
COO.
Okay.
You the CEO.
Gotcha.
You the visionary.
Gotcha.
I'm just helping you make your vision.
Got you. Yeah. I love it. So is this something that you do on a hands-on basis, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Hands-on. So do you have an overflow? Like, how do you streamline yourself then?
System.
I love it.
It's systems. It's really, everything's a system. So when someone sends me an email, they get into a journey. So that's onboarded. It's kind of automated. How I follow up with my clients, that's automated.
I love it.
So it's all about systems.
I love it. So guys, for those that, maybe You're not catching this. So it's all about SOPs, right? A lot of people, for whatever reason, just because they feel like, oh, I'm a small business, I don't need all that. But that's not true.
That's not true. And actually, when you are a small business, that's when you need it, because a lot of times, we want to hit that $1 million mark, right? But if you didn't do your SOPs in the beginning, you're going to suffer.
Wow.
It's going to take you longer to hit that $1 million mark because you're unable to replicate your process.
Gotcha. So having the systems and processes in place, I just want to make sure I'm hearing you clearly. I like to break this down for the people in the back that may not, you know how we do, right? So basically, in order for me to run my business properly, I need some systems and processes in place, because I will get to the point where I need to replicate myself.
Yes. Yeah.
And the only way that I can do that is by having a blueprint and a guideline to pass that.
Exactly. Because a lot of times business owners will say, well, I can't keep anybody, or there's no one good to hire. And I want to say back, sometimes I do, depending on the relationship. I want to say back, it's your fault, because you didn't document anything in order to give your team train them with what they needed to know. I'll be
that person. I've lost some good people, you know what I mean, through the course of my journey, being an entrepreneur. I've been, on this journey for 9 years, thank God, not clocking into a clock. But when you start off and you don't know no better, like you just jumping out there, just trying to make something shake, right? You don't think, oh, I need to have, this or that and the third, or you have people that have it, but you're like, they're doing too much. You don't need all that. They're a tax business, right? Until you hire 100 agents. Right. And then you realize, wait, I need a manual. I need this, this is what separates flat fee, from the next thing. So when you get with these businesses and things of that nature, what are some of the struggles, or I'm sure that you see, do you see the same client over and over again? So a lot, or?
Well, I would say the main struggle is not writing down your vision and having a goal to execute the vision.
Wow. So
let's say I meet somebody and they say, well, I want to make $1 million. Well, there's about 15 steps that you need to meet to get that $1 million and sustain it.
Gotcha.
So it's not just about getting to that $1 million. It's about sustaining it. So when you get there, you don't fall off a cliff. You have to fire everybody, right? For sure. Right. So that's one thing. Another thing, like I said, is hiring the right people. Because as your business grows, those roles are going to change, right? And what you need them for. And so that's another thing, hiring the right people, training them. And then, when you're a solo entrepreneur, you're juggling 10 million hats, right?
Yes.
10 million hats. So you may not have time to really invest in your team and give them that tender love and care they need to make them successful, for sure, and make them perform to make you money.
For sure. That is so true. So do you, without spilling all the beans, right? But do you have any tips or start here? You know what I mean? Okay, you just started a business, start here. You know what I mean? Do you have any
I would say one of the main tips is document what you're doing.
Okay.
So it's going to make it easier for you to hire someone. And when you document it, it's getting you in a mindset of delegation, because you're writing this for someone else to take over at some point.
Gotcha.
So that gets you into that. So that's one thing. And then my focus is always people, profits, and peace of mind. So whatever you're doing for your customers, clients, your employees, think about them. It's not just about how much money your customer or client's going to pay you. It's about how they felt through the whole process.
Were you reading my Facebook page the other day? Because baby, I posted the other day, I said, it's funny how we have a lot of people in the service industry that all they focus on is getting the job done rather than client satisfaction. I don't know where we gotten in this space where it's just well, let me just get it done. Right. And I'm just do you care if I'm happy? Like, do you even care if I'm satisfied? Like, I just feel like at this point in life, some people just don't even care.
Right.
If you're satisfied, they're just like, well, as long as I did the job, boo, like that's all that matters. Yeah. So you have to build that in to your process. That's what I'm hearing. I want to make sure that's what I'm hearing.
It helps you retain those clients, right? It helps them to come back. It helps them to refer you out to get more clients. And then also, the longer they're with you, the more loyal they are to you. So they'll give you feedback. I know nobody likes feedback. Nobody wants a bad survey, or nobody wants feedback. But you need that feedback in order to grow your business. And those long-term loyal clients, they're the ones that are going to give it to you.
For sure, for sure. Well, that's some good tips. So for those entrepreneurs out there, y'all, I hope y'all tapped in, and I hope y'all listening, because at the end of the day, you know, you have to have those SOPs, whether you started yesterday or you've been in business for years. That's how you scale, you know, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be stagnant, you know, in your income. You want to be able to grow, right? So tell us about your journey. I know, do people do this? I know, like, you know, like you're gonna help others, but tell us about your business and what you what kind of processes you got going on.
So my journey is, like I said, I was in corporate for a long time. So I have experience training. I was a global operations manager. Okay, so I have experience training. So I have experience training people overseas, like in India, Philippines, London, Wales.
Awesome.
So I have that experience. And then one thing I think was cool was during COVID, when we were locked in. I was in St. Louis, Missouri. I didn't live in Houston, Texas. I think y'all had a different situation over here. Anyway, but I lived in St. Louis, and one thing I'm proud of is I was able to onboard an in-person site in another country from my living room. So that was SOPs, that was training them, that was helping interview. Even I worked with the branding team to make sure the space was decorated, and launch parties.
Wow. All that from your couch.
From my chair, from my chair, my slippers.
Good comfort of your own home.
Yeah. I love it. So that's my main thing. And then also regarding the customer part, I used to be a customer service agent on the phone back in the day. Don't be mean to customer service agents. They're trying to do a job.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Anyway, so I implemented a program at my previous employer that saved the company over $30,000. And not only it saved the company money, it made the customer experience better. And guess what? It made the employee experience better because the customers weren't yelling at them. So
I think what I'm hearing you say is she is that chick, right? She is that chick that you definitely want to have on your team. But I think for a lot of us that are entrepreneurs and been entrepreneurs for a long time, we pull from that corporate side.
Yeah.
So, you know, so having that corporate background and bringing some of that into your business, I think that's a great thing. And then it makes you well versed and well-rounded to serve these people. Yeah. So speaking of serving, we are having a conference, y'all. And when I tell you, I am ready. I am happy. I'm excited. I am all of the above. And for those that are tuned in live, you may see us this saying scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but we are doing $1,000 cash giveaway at the conference, guys. All you have to do, first of all, you have to be there. Just so we're clear, you do have to be there, but you have the opportunity to win some cash money. All you have to do is text the word woke to 888-111. All right. So y'all, I don't know what y'all waiting for. Y'all need to come to the conference, but not just because of that money, because we have an abundance of information that we're going to be giving to you guys. I mean, it's going to be invaluable. Okay, so this wonderful person to the side of me, she's going to be hosting a workshop. Okay, so just don't give them too much. You know, they ain't paid yet. Okay, look, they ain't paid yet. So give them a little taste of what they can anticipate seeing you at the conference?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about running your business with the people, profits, peace of mind framework. So as business owners, that's so important. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give you practical things on how to run your business. I'm going to give you tools you can use if you can't hire me yet. So that's what I'll be talking about. And the importance of making sure, like I said, you put people first in your business, because that's what's going to make you money.
I got. So look, for those that are just now tuning in, for those that, I don't know if you're driving, doing something else, you're not really paying attention. Let's repeat this again. Okay. You have a business. If you have a business, now everybody who's coming to the conference, not everybody has a business, but if you have a business and you've been trying to figure out how you're going to scale and take the business to the next level, you are missing SOPs. You are missing systems. What is that? System and operating procedure.
System processes, procedures.
Look, she's the lady, not me. Okay, I'm just your cash flow connection. Okay, that's Miss Cat, right?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you need some SOPs. We have a phenomenal woman who is going to come and give you some structure. Okay, she ain't gonna give you the full piece because you gotta have the coins together, but she's gonna give you enough to where you can go and take some actionable steps. Now, if they want to consult with you,
oh yeah,
okay,
all right,
I'm just saying,
I'm available.
So she's available. Okay. So if you got your stuff together, or maybe you're trying to take your business to the next level. Mm-hmm. So maybe, you're stuck in limbo. You're trying to figure out what the next piece is going to be. I'm letting you know, Miss Cat is telling you need some SOPs, and Miss Shanté is definitely the person that's going to get it done for you. All right. So for those that, they may not want to wait till the conference. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, you can call me. Look,
they might want to, connect with you beforehand. So if they want to connect with you beforehand, or just start researching you, you know how people do. They probably want to research and do their little, due diligence before they meet you at the conference, right? How can we stay connected? How can we connect with you?
So on Facebook, I'm SSD Consulting LLC. On LinkedIn, I'm Shanté Smith-Daniels. I'm on something else. Instagram, I'm ss.consulting.
Gotcha. So, guys, y'all know we coming up. The time is nigh. Okay, mm-hmm. The time is nigh. You need to get your tickets to the Woke Money Conference. It is happening June 8th. Again, you can text the word woke to 888-111 to enter for your chance to win $1,000. But outside of the cash, y'all need to come meet with these people, man. These people that are lending, really just giving away their knowledge. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You can't pay this lady to give you this breakdown that she's gonna have it. You can't pay enough money for this, right? So you need to come, be in attendance, and make sure that you get what you need. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is there any last final? Did I miss anything, Ms. Shanté?
You didn't miss anything. I do want to add, it's not just about scaling, because we all want more money, but it's also about thinking about the life of your business. So it's also about, do I want to become a franchise one day? Mm-hmm. Do I want to sell? Mm-hmm. So all of these things that you need to scale your business, you also need to have them in place if you ever want to start franchising your business, or if you want to make your business attractive to a buyer.
I love it. And a lot of times, we're so emotionally attached, to these businesses, but, businesses are created to be sold. Let's just keep it a buck, right? So, so that's another topic for another day. Maybe we'll talk about that at the conference. Yeah. I don't know. But at the end of the day, somebody like, hey, Kat, I got 1.2 million for woke money. Next year, I might come up with smoke money. I'm just saying. So if you see somebody else with the woke money movement, I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, no, on a serious note though, y'all need to, connect with us. Make sure that you go to wokemoney.org, get your tickets, text the word woke to 888-111. Before we go, Ms. Shanté, tell them one more time how they can connect with you.
So on Facebook, it's SSD Consulting LLC. LinkedIn is Shanté Smith-Daniels. Instagram is ssd.consulting. Oh, and I got a TikTok.
Okay, girl. Look.
It's Shanté the Biz Strategist on TikTok. But
I got you. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Shanté, for coming through, sipping on some wine with me, spending some time, and like I said, guys, for those that are listening, get your stuff in order. You know what I mean? Like we got too many resources, too much information, especially at this conference, that it's like, it's no excuses no more. So it's time to stay woke. You know what I mean? And wake up, woke money movement. You know what I'm saying? And let's get to the bag. So we're going to take a quick break. And you know how we do here at the wokeNbusiness podcast. But thank you so much, Miss Shanté. You be blessed. We're going to see you at the conference. Everybody else, we'll see you in a minute.
thank you.